efluentenglish.com. Welcome, I'm Cleona. In this video, we're going to look at 7 great activities for reviewing the future perfect progressive. When I say progressive, I know that's the ing ending to the verb. Future perfect progressive. Number 1. My evil twin. So imagine you have a twin brother, a twin sister, but they are evil and you are good, perhaps. Students imagine that they each have an evil twin. Each person shares what his evil twin will have been doing. Look at the verb, will have been doing. This is future perfect progressive. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 words. The verb is do. It has the ing ending. Will, that's the future. Have been, that's the perfect. Will have been doing. Up until a certain time today, this week, this month, or this year. For example, my evil twin will have been hunting, 4 words, puppies until 5 p.m. today. Number 2, 10 years from now. This is a good one because if you're planning for your future, this may help you to express what you want to achieve, what you want to do in your life. What will your students have been doing 10 years from now? For how long? Each student writes 10 statements describing what they will have been doing and for how long between now and then. For example, I'll have been speaking English fluently for 7 years. So I'll is I will. I will have been speaking. Remember, the verb has to have 4 words to form the future perfect progressive. These are just activities, ideas to get you writing. Number 3, all in a day's work. This is an expression. Groups of 4 students brainstorm a list of 10 to 20 different careers. Now, if you're studying English alone, you can do it yourself. You don't need to have 3 or 4 other people. Then, using those careers, the group writes something a person with that career will have been doing for 4 hours into his or her work shift. So your shift is usually 7-8 hours. That's your work day. For example, Sally, a teacher, will have been giving lessons to her students for 4 hours. So we're imagining. All of this is imagining because we don't know what the future will be. All of these activities are to practice the future perfect progressive. Number 4, a busy semester. So a semester is at school or university or college. What have your students been doing since the beginning of the semester or marking period? Students list 5 to 10 activities, then think about how long they will have been doing these activities once the semester ends. Each person writes 1 paragraph. 5, by the time. Students work in pairs. Student 1 starts by identifying a future time with the phrase by the time plus a sentence in the simple present. Student 2 completes the sentence with a main clause using the future perfect progressive. A complete sentence could be, by the time I finish War and Peace, I will have been reading it for 10 years. Number 6, cause and effect. What might the cause of future events be? We use the word might, which is a modal, because we're only imagining. We don't know for sure. Students explain cause and effect relationships for future events. They phrase the cause in the future perfect progressive and the effect in the simple future. For example, Jane will get an A on Tuesday's test because she will have been studying for 3 days when she takes it. This is advanced grammar, and if you're doing the IELTS, these kinds of exercises will be very useful for IELTS Task 2 essays, but also for the speaking test, Part 3, when you're talking about hypotheticals, imagining the future. The last exercise, number 7, leaving a mark. Students think about their lives, both what has already passed and what is yet to come. By the end of their lives, what will they have been doing to make the world a better place? So that's the topic, making the world a better place. What will they have been doing to give their lives meaning? Students share how they will have been leaving their marks on the world by the end of their lives and how long they will have been doing those things using the future perfect progressive. Time to practice. Make some notes, then write paragraphs. You can work through the 7 activities. By the end, you should have a good idea, if not full control, of the future perfect progressive. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. This is Cleona at efluentenglish.com.